In Year 2, children need to learn their division facts. So they already know multiplication facts like 4 times 5 equals 20. And when you know that, you also know that 5 multiplied by 4 equals 20. But they need to learn their corresponding division facts. Now, we can take the 20 and divide it by 5, and that equals 4. Or we can take 20 and we can divide it by 4, and that equals 5. So it's really important that children begin to learn these division facts because it's crucial in being able to divide efficiently. Then we're going to look at how we divide two-digit numbers by a single digit. So if we take a context of there are 20 children and we want to put them into teams or groups of 5, and we want to find out how many teams that will make. How many teams will that give us? So this is again the concept of grouping that we discussed in the last video, and because division is called repeated subtraction, by repeatedly subtracting equal groups until we've got nothing left. So let's look at an image, and we draw 20 children. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So those are our 20 children. So I'm going to start at this end just because it works in with repeated subtraction and working backwards on a number line. We take 5 children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we make one team. And then we can take another group of 5 children, and that will leave us with 15 children. We started with 20 children. We've taken 5, and that's made one team. That leaves us with 15 children. We take another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they make a team or a group. And that's our second group, and then that leaves us with 10 left. We take another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that makes another team, and that just leaves us with 5 children. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our last team, and that's another team, and that leaves us with 0 children left. So we can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams. So 20 divided into groups of 5 or teams of 5, and that gives us 4 teams. This is really nicely backed up with a bead string image. So if we've got our 20 beads or 20 children and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's one team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a second team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a third team, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a fourth team. 1, 2, 3, 4 teams of 5. We can then look at how we do that on a number line. Children can draw this in their books. We've got 20 children, so we can count back in 5s, repeated subtraction, repeatedly taking away equal groups until we've got none left. 20 subtract 5 is 15, subtract another 5 and that gives us 10, subtract another 5 and that gives us 5, and then subtract another 5 and takes us to 0. And each 5 that we take away is a team. So that's 1 team, 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams. Again, 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Another great image for this is Numicon. Clean the board. So if we have 20 children, we can take away 5, and that's one group. Take away another 5, that's our second group. Take away another 5, that's our third group. And then we've got 5 left over, and that's our 4 groups. So there's 5 children in each group, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And that's grouping repeated subtraction. Then we just have a look at how that works with sharing. Sharing is slightly different. So this time, if we've got 20 sweets, and then we're going to share them between 5 children. So we've got 5 children. How many sweets will they get each? How many each? We can look at an array for this. Might help us to start us off. We arrange our sweets. Those are our 20 sweets, and what we're looking to do is we're taking 20 sweets and we're dividing them by 5 children, sharing them between 5 children. How many sweets will each of them get? So we could put 5 pots. Oops, that's not going to be big enough. Let's clean that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pots. And then we're going to share those out. 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Keep going until all of the sweets are shared out. One at a time into each pot. Pots aren't going to be quite big enough. There we go. So we've had 20 sweets. We've shared them out between 5 people, and each person has got 4 sweets in their pot. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. And that's how we continue with division in year 2, consolidating the difference between grouping and sharing.